Hey everybody, Mr. B here, and welcome to the Loft. Today we're going to do a very fresh and tasty broccoli and quinoa salad, courtesy of the New York Times. Let's go. Okie doke, let me show you what you're going to need for this salad, okay? So we're going to start, obviously, with the star of the show, our broccoli, right? So I've got a couple of bunches here. Got a little on standby if I need some extra. And we're just going to, break that down like you do. It can't be quinoa and broccoli salad without quinoa. This is already cooked. It is 1 cup. And, since I food prepped it, it was quite easy to have a cup on hand. Now, in addition to that, we're going to need 1 apple, which we will core and chop up. You're going to need the juice of about half a lemon, zest of a whole lemon, and calls for a 1/4 cup of some dried cranberries. And I think you could use raisins here if you were so inclined to do so. Whatever you got on hand. Now, the New York Times calls for some chopped pecans, which I don't have, so I am going to substitute some chopped walnuts. I mean, how bad can that be? Clearly, I am making some adjustments to this recipe. The recipe that I will link will be for the actual New York Times recipe, but I'm changing it up. For example, New York Times calls for some cheddar cheese. I'm going to use some feta cheese because that's what I have on hand and I'm feeling my oats on it. I think I'm more in the mood for it. That said, cheddar and broccoli, you can't go wrong with it. In addition, I have a couple of knobs of some blue cheese that I'm going to crumble up into this thing, use or lose. And we're going to make a vinaigrette consisting of some honey, some Grate poupon, and some apple cider vinegar. And that's going to be our starting point, of course, after I break the broccoli down. So let's go with that. And just like that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and do the dressing first because I think I want it to kind of have a few minutes to marry while we're going through the rest of our stuff here. In addition, I'm totally not prepared here. In addition, I failed to mention we're going to need some good quality olive oil up in this gig, and I'm going to start with about 1/3 of a cup to get us started. Beautiful. Next up in this parade is going to be the same amount of some Dijon mustard. That looks about right, maybe a little bit more. Then next up is going to be a couple of tablespoons of the vinegar. Same amount with the honey. I found this local Georgia honey at the Stowe. That's going to be pretty good. In you go. Let's do a scrapey scrape. Excellent. I'm just going to hit it with a little salt and pepper. And then let's whisk this until it is smooth. Taste it for some seasoning. And I'm not upset about any of it. Moving on, let's break down our broccoli real quickly. So we got broccoli and broccoli here. And the first thing I'm going to do is just take the trees off of this. Okay. Maybe for some soup, I don't know. If you're going to use stems, I usually like to use the thicker stem like this part and then just kind of trim it down from there. Anywho, I am going to make a complete mess out of this. And I'm just going to break this down. I want some integrity, but I kind of want it small, like the grainy bits of the broccoli, like that. And I'm putting this into a separate bowl. I've already forgotten a step. So, what we are going to do, excuse me, Grady, You know, when I tasted this, I thought, wasn't giving me brightness, you know what I'm saying? We need to zest our lemon into this dressing. Zest just gives everything that little extra, you know what I mean? It's pretty incredible. And then we're gonna get the juice of half of this lemon and whisk that all up. Next thing I want to do is break our little apple down here. So, you know, I don't get an apple core and core damn apple. All you really need to do here is just cut around the stem part right there, and you will get around that core, okay? Okay, I'm just gonna throw this in with my broccoli. And now, let's start putting this all together, shall we, kids? I think I am done with you, Mr. Whisk. In goes broccoli and my apple. In goes quinoa, nuts, cranberries, and I'm gonna take some of this feta and just crumble that. Same with some blue cheese and apples and broccoli. Yeah. And let's give everything a toss. For the magic, what does it taste like? Try to get that perfect bite. That was easy enough to get tame. Okay, kids, let me tell you something. That is so bright. It tastes like sunshine. It is so delightful. Let me tell you, this is gonna be one of those salads, pardon me, that you're not gonna be able to stop once you start. And there you have it, kids. This is broccoli quinoa salad coming at you from the New York Times. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Click like, subscribe. Come along for the ride. And we're gonna see y'all next time. Cheers. Oh, one last thing. The more this sits up in the refrigerator, y'all, better this damn thing's gonna be. Hey everybody, Mr. B here, and welcome to the Loft. Today we're gonna do a very fresh and tasty 3, 2, 1.